I absolutely adore this question that was submitted. This amazing human who gave us a review of the podcast asked a question, and I just want to share this podcast challenge. We'll have to look at the final stats for July, but it blew up. It blew up. It blew up. It blew up. Oh my gosh. So, but of course it did, right? Like, it's what I tell all my clients. Of course. Of course you're making so much money. Of course your events are selling out. Of course you're flying around the world. Of course you're doing that for your family. It's like, isn't that who you are? It's like, aren't you the one that turns the impossible into the possible? Well, obviously you are if you're in Freedom Queen. And so this question was, she said, at the end of my weeks, I feel so on fire with my business, in flow, embodied in my teachings. But after a break over the weekend, which is important to me, I find it so hard to get back into it. My creativity feels like it's gone. I feel this huge pressure to show up, which normally feels super easy and light to me towards the end of the week. I want to break this cycle because it's really affecting my energy. How do you get yourself into a creative flow every morning, especially if you've been in a funk? Or should I be using the beginning of my weeks different to the end of my weeks, which creativity seemed to be more heightened? Thank you so much. I love this question so much. So the way I've built Freedom Queen is in a continuum, meaning I make money when I'm super creative. I make money when I'm not super creative. I show up when I'm creative. I show up when I'm not creative. My clients get the best results when I'm creative. My clients get the best results when I'm not creative. The success of your business is not determined by the level of creativity that you have. And maybe you've subscribed to this idea that come Monday, you have to be creative. What if it was okay for you and the way your brain operates, the way your soul leads, the way your creativity is experienced, if it was okay if on Mondays you didn't feel amazing? And from that place of not feeling amazing or feeling in a funk, you said to yourself, well, what can I create from here? Because the most successful people, the reason why Freedom Queen is so successful, the reason why I'm an industry leader, the reason why in the top 1%, is because I don't rely on moments of creativity. I trust and know that Bridget James Ling can build and create no matter what. And that is a different way of feeling and being. It's like a frequency of unshakableness, unstoppableness. It's like no matter how you're feeling, no matter what's happening in your life, you can still show up for your business in a really, really big way. But let's talk about this piece you asked around getting out of a funk. So, getting out of a funk. The first thing is, funks, I find, are fantastic. When you are in a funk, I often see that this is a sign that great change is near. It's quite the opposite of what most people think. Most people think, oh, I'm in a funk, so business must be bad. Things are going negatively. Something's got to change. Oh no, what's going on? Whenever I feel different, whenever I feel like, oh, whoa, this is interesting, I've never used the word I'm in a funk. I've never said that. It's like something has just shifted and changed, just how seasons change. The weather goes by. Sometimes it's raining, sometimes it's not raining, and both are equally as beautiful. I look at my life and I say, ooh, what's shifting here? What seasons are changing? How is the weather evolving? How are you evolving as a person? Versus, oh, I'm in a funk, so I got to get out of it. Why do you have to get out of the funk? Why can't you just let the rain and the thunderstorms thunder and the lightning, and as a result of it, there's going to be beautiful rainbows on the other side. So whenever I feel that shifting, I get this look in my eyes like, oh, you're clearing the way. The pathway is being revealed. The storm clouds are going to move out of the way, and all of a sudden I'm going to see a beautiful rainbow, something I've never seen before. And so I'm always so grateful for those moments when it feels weird, which happens a lot. It happens a lot in business, especially as someone in Freedom Queen. You're super successful. You move at lightning speed. You value high-level mentorship. You take care of yourself. Like, if you're that type of person, you're going to experience rapid growth faster than most of the population. Okay? And what comes with massive growth and rapid growth is growing pains and these feelings of like, what's happening? This is so strange. This is so different. This is so new. And at the same time, how do you navigate that resistance? Well, one thing is like learning to dance in the rain, learning to go with it when change is arising. Actually, this is so spot on. I just went to one of my favorite cafes in Thailand and I got a quote. Whenever you get a latte there, you get a quote. And the quote was all about, when change comes, congratulations, it's now about learning to flow with it and dance in the rain versus trying to make it stop. That's a different way of looking at it. But ways that I also know what you mean. Like, what are some things that you can do? Well, one thing is plugging into mentorship, plugging into somebody else who's already on their pathway, who's rocking it, who's loving their life. What are they up to? Plug into them. If you're inside of the Freedom Queen headquarters, plug into that space. If you're a private client of mine, plug in there. If you're in the mastermind, plug into that space. If you want to buy coaching with me, send me a message when you can plug in there. There are opportunities all around you to shift out of it. You have to decide to take that pathway. The other thing is, from a physical lens, like, state is everything. If you're in a good state, you can do anything. You can like show up and make so much money, and you go into masterclass and you rock the house and everybody's buying. If you're in a bad state, it's like, don't want to sell the offer, don't care who's on the call, it's not as fun. And people feel that because energy is everything. Literally, it is everything. So I would look at your state and go, well, what are certain things that you can do to jumpstart out of that quote unquote funk? For me, it's physical movement, period. Physical movement. I have a trainer that I meet with 3 times a week. Dance parties, getting outside, walks, listening to your favorite song and having a dance party. I swear, dance parties are everything. At Freedom Queen Live, we're going to be having a lot of dance parties for sure. Getting your body up and moving. Why do you think at Tony Robbins events, he gets you up and move like every single time, every single second? Tony's like, get up and dance. And they cue the music and they make the room so cold. It's all intentional to get you in a state of absorbing information and learning. And so are you doing things to get yourself in that state, or are you just letting things happen to you? Like, are you just scrolling on social media, having really bad habits, talking to a lot of negative people? Or are you actively deciding to take care of yourself and being intentional about you? 2 very different ways of being. And so I would just literally have more dance parties. I would get outside more. I would listen to the quote unquote funk and enjoy it because I think it's so great. And also know and remember that this is just a season. It's just a storm coming through. It's just a cloud. And your ability to win is not your ability to get to the top of the mountain every time. Your ability and what you're actually striving for is the ability to be able to climb the mountain over and over and over again. So if you're in a funk, amazing. Can you get stronger in that funk? Can you strengthen yourself and keep taking one step after one step and do things in your everyday life that do energize you, like movement, fitness, dance, being outside? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you listening to things that inspire you? Who are you having conversations with on a day-to-day basis? Those things always turn my entire life around. I always say to people like, are you not making money in your business, or do you just need more sleep? Are you not making more money in your business, or do you just need to stop eating those bad foods? Are you not making more money? What are the things that maybe hold you back from really growing at a rapid rate? And stop doing those things and start focusing on the things that always keep you in the state of winning. Okay, Freedom Queen, I will see you at Freedom Queen Live, and I'll talk to you soon.